welcome to this week's video. Today I want to talk about guiding your women instead of controlling her. There's no need to mention how important it is for a guy to know how to guide his woman and all the kind of blah blah. We have already talked about millions of times in different scenarios. You guys have learned that from David Data's work, The Way of the Superior Man, etc., etc. But here I want to say that there's a clear boundary that separates guidance and controlling and manipulation. The thing that separates the two is the ego. Guidance is for the greater good for your woman. Guidance is the man's ultimate way of serving his women. A guidance can be just simple words, can be soft, can be gentle. A guidance can also be provided with intensity, with a ferocious intensity. That's what I call, in my words, ravishing guidance. You ravishing her by fucking her to openness. You ravishing her by opening her up through guidance. But when you're with her for a longer time, it's almost inevitable that some sort of attachment starts to happen. This is completely by the nature. It's not something that you need to reject. It's not something that you need to feel anxiety about. This is something bound to happen, and it will happen sooner or later. All you need to have to do is to understand that this will happen. The attachment will happen. And whatever that spiritual practice that you do, sharpen your mind and understand that this is the moment when the ego will creep into your guidance. In this time, when the guidance has started to serve more and more to the ego, when the guidance has mixed with reactivity, mixed with your ego, mixed with other unconscious emotions, this is the time when the guidance slowly loses original purity, gradually loses original purpose. And this is the moment when it started to become more controlling and manipulative. If you are not watching, you will know that this is the time when the guidance slowly becomes toxic. That's when the relationship becomes toxic. This means that there is a period of time in your journey that you will think your women is somehow lagging behind. You are so committed to your journey. And in this journey, you met your woman. This is the reason why you come together, was because whatever that your journey is in that moment, yours and hers overlaps with each other. That's something brought you together. But you are committed on your journey. You are improving yourself every single day. Does not mean that this is also what she wants. This is one of the masculine traits that you have, is that you have a goal that you have already set in your mind. You're heading towards the direction no matter what happens in your life. And she comes in the way. She is accompanying you. You're serving her and she's serving you in some certain ways. But at some point, as far as how committed you are in your journey, what a feminine truly wants, as you already know, is the flow of love, the flow of intimacy. If somehow any of these is not met, it doesn't matter how much you want to guide her, you are, in that case, you are slowly guiding her off her own track. Maybe this is for the greater good as what you think. But as you might see, that by guiding her in that way, by forcefully dragging her into your journey at the part where you guys supposed to be part of the way already, by dragging her, keeping her on your journey, you are changing her into someone who she is not. Maybe she just want to be a housewife. Surely she has some artistic talent. She can be an author. She can be a painter. She can be some other things. But really in that moment in her life, due to her biological clock in her body that's been telling her that it's time to have a baby and build a family, and you want to become a lover, have several women in your life, doesn't matter how much you love her, doesn't matter how much you want to guide her in the bedroom, in the intimacy, in the tantra sex, whatever. This might not be the thing that she wants. Maybe she just want to have a baby with you, or with a man that who is committed to build a family with. So in this case, doesn't matter how you want to guide her, doesn't matter how much you think that the freedom in intimacy is the most important, this might not be her priority. You are guiding her, or you are actually turn her into something who she is not. Although in your mind, you still think that's a guidance. This is something I want to bring to your attention, because first, guidance can slowly turn into egoistical manipulation and controlling, when the ego starts to overtakes everything. And the second, guidance can lose its original taste and color and purpose when your journey starts separate with her. However, your attachment makes you to force her to stay in that relationship, and makes you to try to change her in a way which you believe is the best for her. You will still tell yourself that this, maybe I'm just serving her. This is how I serve my woman. But you know, this is already not what she actually needs. It's not what she actually wants. Even in that scenario where maybe you are guiding her to a better place. But in this point of life that where she is in right now, there's other life lessons she needs to learn. What you need to do, the best guidance you have now, is to tell her, it's time we part ways. What happens later is maybe her life will become better in some other ways, and maybe meet other men, or another thing will happen is something negative will happen in her life, which will deliver her the necessary life lessons that she needs to learn, that she needs to grow out from. This is not something you can help her anymore. But the only thing to do in this moment, only way out of this situation, is by parting away from her. And I understand this is probably very hard for both of you. But in order to guide her, you have to guide yourself first. That priority, that purpose of yours, doesn't matter that purpose is to build a business, to be free in your life journey, or that purpose is to being with her and completely serving her. You first need to understand the purpose and guide yourself in that way, and then you can simultaneously guide your women without sometimes even say a single words of guidance. But your way of being will be enough to show her where to go. And plus, in addition to that, with some expressions, with some expressive guidance, she'll be more clear of where to go. This is all depending on you how to do it. You have the clear idea. The sole purpose of today's video is to bring this to your attention, that guidance shall not be mixed with egoistical controlling and manipulation, and that there is boundaries and the clear difference in between, and that you must watch carefully. With that, I have delivered the most important message that I want to convey to you in today's video. If you guys have any questions, you're more than welcome of commenting in the comment section. And with that, I would say I will see you guys in the next video.